Hello, members of the Pride, and welcome to a brand new series, Undead Horde. Now, this is going to be a very different type of game that we play, and also a different type of series, because this particular series is going to be only for Patreon users. I'm going to be putting this first episode on here on the channel here to kind of give you a taste of what you have to look forward to when we're playing this game. But at the same time, I want to start drawing some attention over to my Patreon page, because that is, of course, a major part of the Squeaking Lion channel. And I have a lot of exclusive content over there, so this is going to be, with the exception of the first episode, exclusively on my Patreon. Now, you don't have to pay anything in order to watch this. It's going to be an entirely free series. I'm just hoping to be able to bring your attention over to my Patreon so that perhaps you can take a look around and decide for yourself if you want to do more than just watch the episodes that I put up on there. Each one of these episodes is going to be an hour long, simply because of the nature of the game. And so, you know, if you've got that kind of time, I hope you'll join me. I'm going to be setting my timer down here and occasionally referring to it. But let's see, there was also one other thing. This is a game where basically you are the person here, the necromancer here. You are a wizard who raises the dead and casts spells of undeath, and you are trying to take over the world. So much like with Machiavellian and some of the other games that we play where we are playing the villain, we're you know, this time we are playing the bad guy. So just bear that in mind when you're watching this. We're not playing the good guy in this, we're playing the bad guy, and we intend to be evil. But at the same time, there's a lot of inside jokes in the game. There's a lot of references to pop culture and to television shows and movies and other things like that. I think you'll enjoy it. So, without further ado, let us get started. Now, I have played a little bit.
This land shall soon be mine.
I have played a little bit of this game, basically in order to kind of get used to the gameplay, and just so I'm familiar with how to play it, but it is going to kind of set us through a tutorial as well, so you'll be able to watch the tutorial for yourself. Okay, cryptic beginnings. A cavalier chicken has woken an ancient evil, trapped by powerful magic for countless millennia. The time has finally come to reclaim the world for the undead. You guys know me, I'm a zombie head. Show me the undead. Slay the chicken. Ha! And now I shall animate it.
Join the Horde.
It shall become the first of my legion of the undead. The chicken is dead. Long unlived chicken. Alright, and so in order to... We can now guide this particular minion. Come on, there we go. And he can run into areas that we normally cannot get into. As you can see, we can't get in there. And of course, he's also, you know, the whole primary purpose of this game is to raise...
Follow me.
Come on,
destroy
get
them.
in there. Get in there and destroy that thing, my chicken.
Gather round.
The whole point of this is to constantly raise undead legions to fight for you. McChick. Rise and shine, chosen one. The humans put us skeletons in these cages when they trapped you inside that urn. Good for us, they seem to have forgotten what was inside. To start our conquest, we must free the Crypt Keeper. Those of you who are more closer to my age will know who the Crypt Keeper is. He is held nearby. Find him to start the revolution! Ha-ha! Come, my chicken minion! You know what, chicken minion, you seem lonely. Let us add more. Okay, so the purple segmented ring that's over here represents your command cap. Each unit is a segment, and you can only command as many units as fit inside this ring. So as you can see, I just added all these guys here to my Undead Horde, and this is the total amount of my command cap that I have added. I'm also going to come over here, and I'm going to raise these guys.
Rise and obey.
And add more to my command cap, and see, as you can see, I have my full army here. So now, like I said, we're going to go through a bit of a tutorial, and we're going to have these guys run through and like just
Charge.
I can redirect them to hit different things, and then I can gather up what they collect for me.
Gather here.
Now the control direction's a little simplistic, but that's okay. It's really, I mean, it's intended to be a somewhat simplistic game. It's not really designed for you to, to get into complex, strategic thinking. It's intended to, yes. It's intended to be fun. This isn't intended to be like, wow, the in-depth strategy is intense. There's a bit of strategy, yes.
Come here.
And soon, soon you'll kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about. We will get into some fairly detailed, things to be able to make it work and progress through the areas. But you'll see as we go. All right, Crypt Keeper. Oh, thank Lucifer you came. That cage was hugely uncomfortable. Let's get to Hades out of here.
These lands shall be ours soon.
The Crypt of the Necromancer. Let's talk to the Crypt Keeper. Good! Now we can start the uprising. The living will pay for their foul deeds. Heal yourself and then raise some undead peasants by using the summoning statues. So this over here is basically our blood fountain, the pool of undead, our little blood fountain. And we can just hit this and it fills up all of our health and all of our magic. This here is our health, this here is our magic. The magic constantly regenerates. The health doesn't, although later on you can take magic to be able to heal yourself. You'll kind of see what that is. And over here, we have angry peasants and regular peasants. As you can see, these are activated. You can also see that all these over here, we have different types of units. And you can see that there's like this 0 out of 30. You have to actually kill that number of creatures in order to activate them so that I can, have them available to me at any time. I am thinking perhaps... I think I'm going to do... each unit type has a unique command value. The more powerful the unit, the higher its command value. We knew that. So we're going to... There we go. Let's add like maybe half that and half that. Soon we shall be able to raise the chickens, and I shall create my chicken army. But that'll mostly just be for the lulz.
Another step towards total
well done!
domination.
Contact
completed.
my brother when you reach the surface. Good luck on your conquest! You had better hope I do well, Crypt Keeper, because if I fail, well, you'll probably be the next to die. The annihilation of Kinamo. I'm gonna call it Kinamo. The living must pay for what they did. The village of Kinamo shall be our first target. Alright, and so that's going to be this way. Now, as you can see, when I move the mouse around, I'm moving my guy around, and I kind of move doing the WASD thing. So controls can be a little wonky until you get used to it.
A new land for the taking.
Alright, so we've got our map down here, and our various... Oh, okay. Tell you what, let's see if we can just kind of get your attention over here so that we're not
destroy
them
them
at the same time. We're still fairly weak, so we don't want to throw ourselves too much into the...
You shall serve me well.
Into the mix. Hello, Horna. Hello, Orson. My name is Orson, for some reason. I don't really like the name Orson. Once upon a time, when I played Dungeons & Dragons, I played a necromancer, and I named him Zentin the Grave. And so, while, yes, the game is going to be calling him Orson, in my mind, Zentin the Grave shall rise and take over the world. Oh, wait, that's Pinky and the Brain. Well, you know what I mean. Hello, Zentin. The Crypt Keeper's imprisonment must be avenged. Destroy this pathetic village to let the living know we're back in business. Yes, we are. All right, so we have our we have our enemy here. As you can see, the bodies stay. As long as we're on this map, the bodies will stay.
Gather here.
I'm a little nervous, but you know what? We're gonna attack them both.
Attack my minions.
And I will just join in with my amazing sword-wielding skills, which I really don't have amazing sword-wielding skills. I am, primarily a wizard. And you know what? I'm going to raise some more dead.
You shall serve me well.
Yes. And now, we got
Yes,
better send them over here, because these guys are you know what? I'm going to come over. Hey, what's going on here? For some reason, my keyboard wasn't responding. I really think I need to get a new keyboard soon. To claim an area, destroy all buildings marked with yellow on the map and slay all the living. Buildings have a red bar indicating health. Many buildings produce enemies. The blue pie indicator tells you about the production status, which is basically what I was doing here. As you can see, there's this blue status here, and I was coming over here to kind of start whacking on this so that they wouldn't produce any more units. Aha, my first weapon. There's a item kind of popped out of the house here. You've just found a new item. You can manage your items in the inventory and choose which ones anytime. Alright, so let's go into here. This is slightly better, so we'll go ahead and replace that. And you know what? This is just kind of junk, so we're just going to go ahead and sell that one. Let's get out of this and wait. Hey, back here. Go over here. Stop wandering away. Nobody told you to wander away. Let's begin hacking things up.
We shall burn the lands of the living.
Yes, alright, the dagger. I don't really like daggers. I'm more of a...
Gather round.
I'm more of a sword and axe kind of fellow. Oh, what's going on? Hello?
Arise,
There we
my
go.
minions.
That was weird. Now, I did take a teeny bit of damage. This is health right here. I'm not going to,
Destroy them. Attack my minions.
I'm not really going to waste the
I shall
the
crush
healing
the living.
on that. It would be kind of a waste. Alright, I'm going to do a quick replenishing of my units.
Well,
Though you slay my minions, I replenish them. You cannot defeat me. My awesomeness is too great. And my minions will go ahead and just distract them while I chop into this house, because I don't want them constantly bringing more minions. More of the evil human.
the living shall know my wrath. Arise.
Go ahead and add more minions. My horde shall be limitless. Alright. Murder you in the face. Oh, level 2. Alright. So you gained your first level. Congratulations. After you gain a level, you can choose a card for this level. Access to level up with tab. We'll go ahead and finish this off real quick. Let me go ahead and
Rise
bring
and
some more
reign.
of my minions. Uh-oh. My automatic shield has activated. This happens if your health drops near 0 or you lose your whole horde. Which I did. I lost my horde. When the shield goes up, you need to think fast. Fight or flee. The shield will protect you only for a short while, so be careful. Now, I did bring up more minions.
Forward.
So we'll just go ahead and let them... There we go. Let me quickly...
You shall
Bring some
serve
more
me
guys.
well.
What was I saying before? I don't remember what I was saying before, so I just...
Gather here. Destroy
I'm going to
them.
pretend that I never said anything, and I'm going to come over here and hit this house. Yes, this is much more productive use of my time than merely speaking. Okay, now it's just weird and awkward.
Follow my slay the living. Burn them down.
And some more
You shall serve me well.
evil minions. Gather up the gold. And I have claimed
I must choose how
area.
I improve.
Nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and raise up
Arise,
the
my minions.
last few here, and let's go to our new our level up area. So I can pick from one of these 3 types of leveling combinations. This card increases my command cap the most. As you can see, if it's in green, it's the biggest increase, and if it's in yellow, it's a bit less. Me personally, I really like commanding huge hordes of enemy, so I'll probably pick the command. Magician adds to my mana. Now, we're not using mana yet very much, so I can increase my mana rather considerably if I did that. Of course, it's to the... it will be less here. But then I also have the Hermit. This card increases your health the most. Now, this increases your health considerably, which is actually pretty good if I decide to go pretty heavy duty on letting my armies do the job, because then even if I run out of army, I can still run away and not die. But I think I'm okay with the Emperor here, even though this is a huge amount of health. No damage, though. Not liking that much, and my command cap doesn't go up very much, and neither does my mana. I'm going to go ahead and Emperor. Yes, let me... Okay, had to check my timer because... Ah, yes. And there is, as you can see, my command cap had to get... Since it increased, I needed to add more of this. And what I just picked up there is... what is this called? This is called the area deed for Kinemo. So they're basically, it's basically the
Gather here.
The title to the land. Since I slew everyone on it, that sort of defaults to me owning it, I guess.
My quest for domination advances.
Nice work! You can feel the undead vibes already. The commander is held captive at the wall south from here. You should get the deed to him. Alright, so the annihilation of Kinemo is done. Crimson Tunnels. To conquer the world, we'll need the ancient Vein Point network. It was grown thousands of years ago, but the living rendered it unusable when they last defeated us. Well, they won't defeat us this time.
We shall devour these lives.
Yes, we will. Alright, unless, of course, I go the wrong way. It was intended to be so. That totally wasn't a mistake or anything. Ah, chest!
Destroy them. Gather round.
Alright, I hit the wrong button there. I meant to hit E and I hit space, which is totally normal, you know. I once maintained the Vein Point network, but the living stole the pump, a massive enchanted heart of a giant. The commander might be able to help us if you can free him. Are you kidding? I am Zentin the Grave. I can. Alright, let's get this. Ooh, we have some cool stuff here. Now, me personally, I like to use the deconstruction weapons. The resolve acts of deconstruction. I like deconstruction stuff because it does more damage against the buildings. And it's not just me that does more damage, it's my army. And I really like that because it allows me to take out those spawn points faster. And sometimes that can be like the difference between like winning a scenario and losing it. Also, it does a lot more damage, and the staff and ring cooldowns immediately reset when you get a crit. Daggers are okay. They're very fast. It just, I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm not fond of daggers, so we're probably not going to be using a lot of daggers.
Forward.
Who knows? We might. I mean, I'm not going to say never because never say never, but the possibility is pretty high that I'm not going to be utilizing daggers very much. I don't know. They're fast, but I guess they're just not my style. Alright. Oh, okay. Just, no, you're right. Destroy them. Destroy that thing. I'm going to give you some reinforcements.
Arise, my minions.
Alright, get in there. Let me hack this house up. Now, of course, by default, your minions will defend themselves.
Burn them down.
And try to keep themselves alive and attack living enemies before they'll attack non-living objects. This makes sense.
Burn them down.
There we go. And let us raise.
Arise, my minions. Strike them down.
We will have our minions continue beating up on that thing. Yes. It's all going to plan. They cannot defeat us. Health again, but
Follow me.
I'm not, dealing with that right now. I don't really need the health.
These lands shall be ours soon.
All right, the Commander's Prison. So these here are pressure plates. Sometimes you need to keep people on them in order to hold doors open, but most of the time you can just, you can just click on them and they're fine.
Forward.
Destroy them, my minions. I shall help you with my axe because I love to slay the living. Yes. Hold on, I will add more beings to the army. Sometimes you just have to embrace your evil side.
Rise and obey.
There's something about necromancers that I've always loved. Get busy living or get busy dying. Skelos. Alright, let's add one more to
You shall serve me well.
Our horde.
Gather round.
Gather round, childrens. And let's talk to... Who are you? Oh, okay, you're not. How about... Dead Fresney? Some of you might recognize that reference. Dead Fresney! It's funny. On the outside, I was an honest man. Straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to be a crook. If you know that reference, comment in the description. I mean, in the comments. Let's check your. In fact, you know what? Let's make that a game. If you recognize a particular reference in the game, perhaps even an Easter egg that I don't recognize, which I'll admit I'm not perfect, but if you recognize the quotes or the reference that they're trying to make, put it down in the comments, and we'll make a little game of it. All right, so we can't currently open this thing because it's locked.
Charge!
Get in there and murderize. All right, and
join the horde.
we will raise more of the. Oh,
come here.
Come in and join me.
Forward.
Go get him. Yes. Destroy. Axeman. Oh, okay. So you saw how it said Axeman statue unlocked.
Here.
That means we've managed to kill at least 30 of the Axemen. So now back at our lair, I can now go to the Axeman statue, which will be nice. All right. So pull this lever here and open up all the doors. As you can see, I've kind of played quite a bit of this so far. Before I open that, I think I'm gonna come over here and grab this because I don't remember what happens when I release it. So we'll get our prize first. All right. Warlock's Club. Interesting, but I don't really have a big need for mana yet. And of course daggers, which I'm not fond of, and I don't really care about regular axes. As a matter of fact, I could probably just sell off this stuff because I don't really. And why can I not? That was weird. Why wouldn't? That was odd. I wonder why it wouldn't let me sell it there at the beginning. That was strange.
Attack.
Something in here? Ah, yes, there is. Alright.
Follow my lead.
Alright, so let us release the commander. Hello, Commander! At last! Someone is getting things done! I've been in this cage for centuries. I managed to hide this pump before they captured me. Where was he hiding that pump? I mean, that's a tiny cage and he's a skeleton. I don't even want to know. Okay, take it to Styx and meet me in the crypt later. Yes, Commander. I shall meet you there, but only at my convenience. I'm the true, the one great evil here, so, you do what I say, punk. I mean, Commander. Okay, let's go ahead and just take a sip, heal up our various wounds and such, and let's talk to Styx. Hello, Styx. Alright, let's get the blood flowing. Test drive the network by traveling to the crypt. The commander will certainly be interested in that deed you got. Alright, and boom. Okay, so these are vein points that pop up throughout all of the different parts of the map. I mean, at some point, we're going to be traveling throughout this entire area. Right now, there are only 3 out of the 5 regions that have been unlocked at this point in time. Because the game is still technically in early access. They've only completed 3 of them. So there is, I'm not even sure which 3 are complete. It's probably like this is one of them, and this is the second, and this is the third, I'm guessing. So I've never noticed this before. What is this? Huh. Maybe that's a glitch? I don't know. But I think the Wasteland and the Citadel are both currently locked because they're not completed yet. But, well, if we want to, we can look at our world stats. We can kind of see, what we've completed so far, how many quests we've completed, how much gold, and how many people we've myrtleized, and, all that happy stuff. And let's talk to... let's use our vein point is what I meant to say. You can travel to locations where you've opened a vein point. The locations are marked with one of these symbols here. Press E to continue. This is our lair over here, and we want to go talk to the commander, so let's hop our way over there. And I pop up here. You can get rid of unwanted units by using the sacrificial altar in the crypt. This actually does come in handy. Because as you can see, I've got a bunch of wounded guys here. I don't necessarily want to keep bringing a bunch of wounded guys in, especially since they are my undead minions and I care nothing for them.
Another
let's
step
talk to the
towards
commander.
Total domination completed.
Nicely done. I've prepared a powerful item for you. Thank you, Commander. The Crimson Tunnels. He has given me the Commander's Stick, which allows me to cast a fireball. And it increases my mana capacity, which is nice. New quest, going south. The ancient evil must find its way south to continue the conquest. A wall stands in his way, and the key is being held by a dangerous adversary. Alright, so as you can see over here, we have our new Commander's Stick. We have actually multiple item slots that we can put stuff in. We have the weapon slot, of course. Then we have our, staff slot, our magic staff slot. Then we have 2 slots for rings, and then we have 3 other slots for kind of the various accessories and magical items that we come across. Let's go ahead and hit that. And as you can see over here, yep, right here, here are the new axemen, and I can now unload them. But we want to get rid of these, and so let's get rid of our current army by getting let's get rid of all the unwanted undead. I'm gonna do that a lot. Unsubscribed, unwanted, undead here. None of you are unwanted. You know, you are my true squeaking undead lions. So don't worry, I'll rule you with a fair but firm fist. Yeah, right. But what we will do is we're gonna load up on Axemen. Yes. Yes. And now we must go south, he said. So I guess we'll just go back to here. And we want to go back to the northern wall. Because we need to go south. South it is. Hello, Sticks. I see the commander has awarded you with a Hellfire Stick. It seems you have the mana to use it. Go ahead and try it out. Okay, so this actually brings up, like, this thing here. I actually have to, like, use my stick on just something in order to further the quest. So now we can talk to Sticks again. Hot stuff! Now go and kill John. He knows nothing, but is a dangerous adversary, and holds the key to the wall. You know nothing, John's... Not saying anything. So, now we come over here and... Aha! Bad guys. Let us throw fire at them and... Hello, John! Going to hack up all these dudes here. John statue unlocked. Oh, and he dropped a lot of weapons, too. We're just going to pick up all these weapons here. And your mana regenerates automatically, but you can accelerate this by collecting mana orbs. Collect the orbs by moving near them. And as you can see, collect it all. And these guys are going to run around and knock up all this. Start going over... Oh, okay. We'll start over here. That works, too.
Here.
Let's go ahead and raise up more minions. And I'll go ahead and just start pounding on this. And you guys go ahead and go over there and, you know, die for the cause.
I shall crush the living.
And let's grab up that hammer. And I'm going to start hacking on you.
We shall burn the lands of the
Very
living.
good. Alright, you can sell items from your inventory to free up space. We've already been doing that. I guess it's trying to tell me that I'm running out of space. So let's just, like, go ahead and hold that down and click, click, click. I don't want any of this stuff. Even though I realize some of it was blue, I don't need it. It's not as good as what I have. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to come over here and raise John.
You shall serve me.
Now,
well.
John was a particularly powerful warrior, and, you know, now that he is dead, I can add him to my undead minions. And so I fully intend to do just that. Let's go ahead and...
Rise and obey. Gather here.
And so now I have Undead John on my side. He's quite the powerful dude as well. Let's
attack. Follow my lead. Attack.
Murder that place. Destroy it completely. Yes.
Come here.
Alright, so that section is wiped out. Hello, Sticks.
Another step towards total
Very
domination
good.
completed.
You can now travel further south. Let me improve that stick a bit to give it some more oomph. Going south, he has improved our stick and the snowy commander's stick. Yes, because we killed John, and now it's snowy. Okay, so what was the next thing we were doing? I don't remember what it's. Are we going south? Wait, are we going this way or are we going that way? I don't remember. No, okay, so we can't go that way because that's prevented. Oh, right. I knew there was something. I'm going, what the heck am I forgetting? I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, as you can see, we have different upgrade possibilities here, in addition to the Emperor. Wow, I'm doing well today. We also have Justice, which seems to be kind of like an even balance of everything. That's not a bad choice to make. In fact, I'm very tempted to take Justice here, because Justice is almost as good as Emperor, because I want command. But it also includes a lot more like good stuff, so I'm really interested in that. Or we could do Sword, which would improve me, myself, and personal with my health and damage, but it would lower my my overall command, and my magic wouldn't be as powerful. I'm actually thinking I'm going to go Justice this time. I'm also going to go ahead and fill that up real quick, and I just realized I don't have a full army. I can't be going into battle without a full army. That simply just won't do.
Join the Horde.
Alright, now that we are better well armied up, let's go ahead and I guess we'll go back here. No. Where am I supposed to go? I can't go this way. This is locked. Oh! Hey. That was locked, wasn't it? Okay. Well, the Alwyn area has been infested with humans. Humans. And they're holding our kins undead captive. Setting them free will be our next goal. Destroy them. Finish them all. Make them eat their own livers with a plate of fava beans and a nice bottle of Chianti. Hold on, I'll add more bodies to the mix. Alright, that way. I will... Yeah, I'm gonna start hacking into this. I kind of lost track of where my guy was there. The Staff of Bony Wall.
The living shall know my wrath.
That's an interesting
Arise,
addition there.
Follow
go that way. Nice. Alright. We have claimed Area 5. And let's go ahead and collect up all this. Now, do I have any other...
Gather here.
I don't. John is still doing quite well. Now, Staff of Bony Wall. Summons a wall of bone, damaging enemies in its path. Deals 108 damage, lasts 6.5 seconds. I'll go ahead and show you guys what this does, but I actually am... I kind of like the fireball over the bony wall. Let's go ahead and sell and give that to the commander. Oh. Give me that gold. I want that gold. I can't get to that gold. Well, that's just wrong. We'll let that go.
This land shall soon be mine.
Yes, it will. Okay, so now we must find Skelling in Alwyn Forest. Good helper! You're the embodiment of evil. I banish thee. Go back to whence you cameth from. I will fight you to... death? But maybe later, with my paladin brothers. Goodness. And I see we have chickens. Destroy the chickens! Murder them all! In fact, let me go ahead and just shoot some stuff there, and you can kind of see what the bony wall did. And now, as you can see, chickens are not terribly powerful. What they have is
Come here.
numbers. You can create just huge numbers of chicken
minions.
warriors, and it's actually kind of amusing to
Come here. Destroy them.
Go ahead and knock that out, and then
Gather
back over
here.
because this place is a bad place. Okay, we went ahead and unlocked this vein point. Skelling! Save Vessa and Hilda, our friendly merchants. You should probably avoid those towers behind me. If the towers won't chew you up, the monstrosity behind them will. In the my first test playthrough, this tower is about as far as I got, and yeah, this place is bad unless you do it the way you're supposed to. So we're gonna go ahead and head back to the Crypt of the Necromancer. And Commander, we'll go ahead and turn in this little area thing. Nicely done. It's good to be back home. Here's a reward for your hard work. And we get a big hammer. Again, not all that excited about a big hammer, and it's worth a lot of gold. So we'll probably just get rid of that. I'm a deconstruction kind of guy. Let's go ahead and fill ourselves up here. And I don't want to accidentally lose John, so we're going to keep our army intact as is. And let's head back here. And where do we want to go next? I'm thinking we should go north first. And we'll go up through this area.
Charge. Follow me and attack
Destroy
my
that.
minions. Follow my lead.
Alright, and oh boy, that's a lot of bad guys there. How about I launch at you? Oh, okay, that didn't work.
Slay the living.
Alright, see, this is good because we're getting them.
Mana. I must have more.
Alright, and hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna start hacking into this.
The living shall know my wrath.
Yes, they will. So,
Join the horde.
as I mentioned already, I mean that's the staff of the Bony Wall. I'm more fond of the fireball thing. I just like the way it looks, and I like the way I can direct it, even though it uses up quite a bit of mana.
You shall serve me well.
All right, so I need to start knocking out some of these houses, or I'm gonna quickly
I shall crush the living.
the living are going to start
Join
overwhelming
the
my
horde.
numbers, and I can't be having that. You know, that's simply not gonna happen. It won't
Rise and
allow me to
obey.
raise more of my undead minions, and then I'm gonna start hacking into this house over here. As you can see, we have a large number of dead bodies.
The living shall know my wrath.
Yes. Come, my undead minions.
Rise and obey.
Join me.
Gather here.
Alright, let's go ahead and gather up all this handy dandy gold and stuff that they're doing. Let's
Slay
go
the
smash
living.
that stuff, guys. And then while you're at it, just go over there and smash all that stuff too. Even though I don't really need the mana.
Gather round.
And so
Strike
kill that
them
over there.
down.
Well done. Gather up. Oh, there we go. Alright. Woof. Had to sneeze there. That came out of nowhere. Alright.
Follow my lead.
Come and join me, my minions. Destroy these things over here. Aha! A staff of Chickenify.
Gather round. Attack my minions.
So, the staff of Chickenify is, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and sell that one. This is, as you can see, it turns nearby living enemy with the most health into a chicken. we'll go ahead and do it just so I show you guys what it is that we
Gather round.
What happens here. But again, it's okay. It's more sort of for humor.
Attack my minions.
A lot of what happens in this particular game is all about the humor and all about just having fun with it. So, yes, murder them all. Ha! As you can see, I turned him into a chicken.
Arise, my minions.
It wasn't very spectacular, but I did in fact turn him into a chicken. And let's see, is he still part of my army? No, it doesn't look like it. I think I ended up actually killing the chicken too. Vesa Turi. Tuuri. I don't know. It's an honor to be liberated by one of the fabled necromancers. I've been captive for aeons, and the living have used me as a cemetery spirit or something. I'll set up shop in the crypt. So I have my first merchant, and I'll kind of show you guys what comes with having merchants. Ooh, big pretty yellow weapons. All right, so Scythe of the Shepherd. Now, the scythes are interesting. Every weapon except the scythe hits just one guy at a time. The scythe can hit up to 6 enemies at a time, which means I can like get into a group and just start going rah 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 and just hitting a bunch of them at the same time. It doesn't do much damage per hit, but I mean, as you can see, it damages maximum 6 enemies for 50 hit points each. So, I mean, I could roll into a group of 6 and just start scything, you know, and hitting lots and lots and doing a possible 300 points a shot, which is impressive if I can get that many enemies all at once. But you know, again, it's just not me. I don't particularly like the weapon. The Astute Hammer of Deconstruction, however, does more damage, and again, it does the whole deconstruction thing, which I really like. So we'll go ahead and upgrade to this nice hammer here.
Come here.
Join me, my minions. Do I need to refill any? Okay, but I do have a pile of bodies to call upon should I accidentally, like, you know, burn up my my undead army.
Attack.
Destroy those things.
Come here.
Thank you. Now destroy the
them
chickens.
down.
Yes, murder them. Murder them in the name of Zentin the Grave.
Rise and obey.
Now I have zombie chickens.
Gather round.
As you can see, there's the zombie chickens right there and right there. All right,
Destroy
go forth and
them.
slay. Slay in my name. Be slain. I'm gonna come over here and start whacking on this house right here. Uh-oh, okay. Hold on. Let me add some
Rise and obey.
more minions.
Slay the living.
Send them over there, and I need to, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, I need to
Gather here.
start adding,
Gather here, my minions.
As you can see, this hammer's doing a lot of work
Know my
on this, on these houses. I like it. All right, let's raise some more
Join
dead.
the horde.
Looks like at some point John died, which is fine. He was a fine warrior while you know he lived, but I don't really expect any of these guys to live longer.
Rise
than it
and
takes
obey.
to send them to their slaughter. We are here to destroy your village,
I shall
your
crush
puny,
them.
pathetic village, and to
Join
add
the
more bodies to the
I'll
army
destroy
of
them.
Zentin the Grave. I just go by the nickname Orson in this, in this particular world. It happens. It's a thing.
All right. Follow my lead.
They have a lot of arrow guys right now.
Slay the
Go and
living.
smack that. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. Go defend yourself first, and I'll
We shall burn the lands of the
animalistic. Oh, okay. So that staff actually has potential. The animalism staff of Chickenify. So, as you can see, the animalism part of it allows you to heal animal units for each critical hit you get. Now, I'm not critical hit spect or anything like that, but it makes it interesting because any animals that you have going, which I don't have a lot of animals right now, but I have chickens, I could potentially heal all of my animal units for 138 hit points when I get a critical hit. And it also, of course, regenerates mana faster. And I can turn dudes into chickens, which will add to which will add to my horde of chickens.
Join
So
the horde.
it's very tempting. It's quite an interesting staff that we have opportunities with here. I'm curious.
Slay
Go ahead
the
and
living.
destroy that real quick. Myrtleize it, and that's done. Oh, Stick of Fire. The Stick of Fire is actually more powerful than this one. So, I really don't like Chickenify, so I think we're going to go ahead and put that up there. Chickenify is fun, but it's just not that interesting. But I am going to keep that one. Mostly because it's interesting. Do I want to keep the Scythe? We'll hold on to it for now. And I'll go ahead and sell that. I'll hold on to this, maybe. Because like anything, your build does make a difference. Precise Hammer of Deconstruction. Oh, yeah, it's better than... And it increases my critical hit, chance, which is very interesting. But more importantly, it does more damage. So that's interesting. But we don't care about the Precise Hammer. We'll go ahead and sell that.
Forward.
Go forth and slay the barrels in the name of Zentin the Grave.
Follow
yes.
me.
And slay the crates in my name.
Follow
Alright,
me.
and then let me go ahead and add some
Join the horde.
more bodies to the horde, and I'll hit this one. God, it's cool. I'll hit this one. And let me go ahead and open this up. And hello, Tread Poorly instead of Tread Well. Get it? Hello! The humans have a hunting outpost in the woods just east of here. You should burn it to the ground. That's a great idea! The humans have little regard for the life of other animals. Obviously, human life is just as worthless. I mean, of course. I mean, humans. They think they're so important. So I think what I'm going to do, I am going to head back real quick. Because before I end this episode, I would like to have a little fun. And so let's go back to the Crypt of the Necromancer. Let's go ahead and hit this real quick, just to heal myself up. Oh, it's very nice. I now have the Bowman available, which is very cool. Now that John's around, I'm less interested in what kind of dudes, whether or not I accidentally delete him or not. I want to create the chicken army. As you can see, I can create many chickens in my army. Yes! Hello, my chickens! We shall go forth, and we shall slay all who are before us. There are none that can stand in our way.
Slay the living.
Yes.
Follow my lead.
Go, chickens.
Forward.
Go. It is chicken upon chicken battle.
Rise and obey.
That's a lot of fun.
Destroy them.
Alright, so we don't actually want to go this
Follow
direction.
me.
We don't want to go this direction. We actually want to go back because there's a... back this way has this merchant right here. So we're going to go and rescue him real quick. And... oh. Where is he? Oh, he's right here. Alright, so...
Charge.
go forth. And
Come here.
oops,
Forward.
that's what I meant to do. Now my massive chicken army will destroy these barriers, these puny, pathetic barriers. And now they're overwhelming and getting in and... yes! Destroy them, my chickens! Destroy them all! Now, I could be getting involved in this, obviously, but I'm just letting him do it. Because why not? Alright, and then just like that, I replenished at least part of them. Obviously, I lost a lot more chickens than I did gain units, but you know, what are you gonna do? Hilda! Trying to take back our ancestral lands? I wish you well on your quest and promise to serve you well. Ancient evil has never looked so good. Meet me in the crypt. I've got something for you. Alright, and we will go ahead.
Come here.
Come here, and let me get back up to the vein point. Actually, I think I will. I just want to come here and quickly replenish my great and mighty army.
Arise, my minions.
Reanimator. Oh, I was able to animate. Oh, that's cool. I was able to animate like 15 things at once.
Rise and obey.
And so I get these like little mini achievements. That's cool. Oh.
Attack. Gather round.
Evil pottery. Everyone knows that the bane of all gamers everywhere is pottery. You must destroy them at every opportunity you have. So let's head back over to here and let's talk to the merchants. As you can see, we have Hilda over here. Hello, Hilda. Here, take this. It's a magical ring. And as you can see, I now have this ring right here. And it is Hilda's flaming ring. So now, if I were to bring... it says unit projectiles set on fire for 8.5 seconds. Enemies receive 40 fire damage over 40 seconds. So if I were to bring in a bunch of archer skeletons, I would be able to set all of their projectiles on fire, and it'll cause more damage. Also, I could like upgrade these their shops by spending some money. You can shuffle the shops to get more items. Like, for example, I can click down here and it'll shuffle the items here. I haven't actually gotten this to work yet. While it's supposed to be an option, this has yet to actually work for me. So, but what I will do is I'll kind of go ahead and upgrade the shops that we have. And we also have Vessa's bling down here. And we'll go ahead and upgrade her stuff as well, as you can see. Now, I can't do more than that because that's as far as we've got in the game. But I can do like replenishing. I don't have an amulet yet, so I can get an amulet, gain 1 hit point for every mana I use, and the amulet of vengeance. Anyone who hits me becomes frozen for a short time. Over here, these rings are activations. You actually activate it. And it can be the ring of shielding, which is actually quite good. You can actually like shield your entire horde, and it reduces the amount of damage they take. Or I can give my melee units vampirism, which means every time they hit, they heal themselves for 45 hit points. Now, again, you have to actually activate these things, and it's a short amount of time it works, but it's it can these activated abilities can come in quite useful. Now there are other merchants that we will be unlocking. There's a total of, I want to say 6, 5 or 6, something like that. We haven't found them yet, but that's probably as far as we're going to go in this first episode of Undead Horde. If you guys have enjoyed this episode and have enjoyed this game, please come and join me over on my Patreon. As I put links up in the description so that you guys can click on those links, and it just takes you directly to my Patreon page. And then once you're there, feel free to look around. All of the videos in this series will be free to watch. You don't have to pay anything. But if you happen to be there and you decide you'd like to support me, the minimum amount of support that you can do is $1, and the maximum is as high as you want to, and that's per month. So it's a small amount, and it helps me a great deal. And so you can join the few that are already there, and you can look at all the different content that I have. And I hope that perhaps this will give you guys a little incentive to at least go check out my other Patreon page and the website and see what I've done over there. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this particular episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. You guys are just the best fans in the whole world, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on! And come join me over at Patreon and see what the rest of this series gets you. I think it'll be fun.